Good morning, guys. We've been gone for a while. We've had some family visiting. Took a couple days off, but today we're back at it. Since the intern had to move out temporarily for the in-laws to come in and stay in the bunkhouse, in between that transition, we're going to take the time and do some improvements on the bunkhouse. We're also sick, so it's a cold day and it's a good day to be inside, light a fire, and do some work. So we're going to do some painting, change up some bedding, and also put some clear on some countertops. So let's get with it. My buddy Jace here is going to help me today.
First thing that we're doing here is removing one of these beds because Pops, the intern, only needs one bed, and it makes room for him to have space for a recliner so he can sit and watch TV and relax a little bit. Where normally we have two beds, if not four, in here for volunteers to stay. Originally, we had two sets of bunk beds in here, with the lower bunk being about 8 inches off of the floor. It was really hard for volunteers to get up out of the bottom bunk, but it was needed because of the height requirement for the top bunk, for somebody to be able to get in and out of the bed up top. So there was a space on the floor underneath the beds that had never been painted because it was so low to the floor, and we didn't paint the floor till after we realized it was hard to sweep. Originally built these countertops, we were in a hurry, and this was just supposed to be a little temporary space in a storage building, so we put rough cut 1x6 countertops in, and it's become a nightmare with people spilling coffee and grease and stuff on it, and hard to clean. So what I did was take a router and run around the outside edge with a round over bit to soften the edge, and then I'm taking my orbital sander and going around smoothing it off, taking most of the grain down. We had a friend of ours give us 4 gallons of high build clear lacquer, so we decided to use some of it and put several coats on top of this countertop to make it slick, so it'll be easy to wipe off anything that spills on it, and hopefully it'll be durable and last for a long time. And it looks a whole lot better than it did when we started. One of the greatest gifts that God gave me outside of salvation itself was a good wife. This woman's always here for me when I need her. She came in tonight to hold the light for me so I could see what I was doing. And that's a task for anybody, is to hold a light for a man. But I think she did it more for the heat that comes from the nice fire I had built. I have 2 boys, and they each have their own skill sets, and they each have their own different mindsets. And Jace's is more meticulous and more mechanical. But I asked him if he'd like to come paint today, and he was all over that. And he was actually easy to teach. He caught on real well, and his attention for detail was outstanding. So when we got done with this floor, he actually wanted to know where was another floor that he could paint. He enjoyed it so much. And I really enjoyed the time teaching him and talking to him about life as we went along. although I enjoyed it when I was able to paint for somebody else to be a blessing to them when helping somebody in need, painting is not one of my favorite tasks. So the Lord has blessed me with a child that wants to paint. I'm going to take that blessing and run with it. And no, although I was an electrician and a general contractor for years, I never was a plumber, but I was built for it. My other son, Eli, he's my right hand. He's turning into a man at 10 years old. He's getting very, very strong. He's learning to drive the tractor, and a lot of what goes on he does in the background that you don't see in the videos. Like on this one, he did a lot of fetching. He knows the tools inside and out. He knows how to run the drills. Every now and then I even supervise him on the saw, but he helped tremendously today, especially with me not feeling the best. He was a big help to me. Him and his brother and their mama is a huge blessing to me. So this building was originally built to be a storage building for a washer and a dryer and a gas grill to park our camper beside. And it's morphed into somewhere for people to stay when people kept asking, do you have a place for us to stay? And it had this little sunken area where this back door came in, and where we built it on the cheap, and it's just always been a trip hazard. It's been a fall hazard, and we decided to fix it once and for all and be done with it and get rid of that sunken area, and that's what me and Eli did today. If we'd have known what we know now, we'd have put drywall on the walls to begin with when we built this building. But it was cheaper to put OSB at the time, and it was also a good mounting surface for shelves and brackets to hang shovels and rakes and stuff like that on. We often joke about how this is a mansion because it has that expensive OSB on the walls, because now costs a lot more to use OSB than put drywall up.
All right, guys, it's been a tough week. We're all sick. The in-laws just left. But all in all, the Lord's blessed us tremendously. Me and Jason and Eli been working on the cabin, and the days are getting short, so it gets dark at like 4:30 or something. So me and Mama have to walk when we can and shoot video outros inside sometimes. So just want to thank you for watching.
Please like, subscribe, and follow us on social media.
As always, God gets the glory for the good in my life, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. God bless.